So I just finished watching this, and boy, this was like it took me a lot of times to get through this fucking movie, man. Like it was just, oh god. So basically, Huey from The Boys here plays this bank guy who's got a genetic disease where he can't feel pain. So this chick, which is here, let me show you. It's they got pictures from this. All right. The girl from that recent Predator movie. Let's see if she's on here. She all right, this go. She plays this new employee at the bank, and he's this total cuck loser, and she cucks the fuck out of him. And then these guys come in and rob the bank and take her, and he goes after them because the cops. There's just so many. The amount of plot holes, and this thing is. It's got more plot holes than an English. It's got more holes than an English muffin. I mean, it is just plot hole after plot hole after plot hole. So the cops surround the bank, and then they take the girl, and they come out and they're shooting, and they just mow down they have like Uzis and shit, and they just mow down the cops like nothing, and almost blow up this other cop car, and then they get in this is what I mean. They all cram themselves into a Toyota Corolla and take off. And then he runs out of the bank and he sees them driving off. So he goes over to this cop car where the doors open, and there's a semi-dead cop laying there. And he can't even be fucked to call 911 or anything to help this cop. He just wraps the cop got shot in the leg, so he wraps this I think he took his belt off and wrapped it around the guy's leg, and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna be fine." And then the cop's gun is laying on the ground by him, and he's like, "No, don't do it." So Huey goes over and gets the gun, and then he goes in the cop car. Now, this is the part. This is so irritating. This is what I mean about this movie. It's just stupid things like this. So the car was sitting there. The car was not running. Okay, you could clearly see that the whole part, and he jumps in it, and even the dash wasn't on. And then he puts the car in drive, and the dash doesn't light up or anything, and just drives off. And I'm like, how in the fuck do you drive a car that doesn't turn on? Okay, and I wasn't even like thinking about this or like nitpicking or anything. I'm just watching this. Okay, I'm like, what the fuck? This guy didn't even turn the car on. So then we cut to him on the free. Oh, the other thing is, this is supposed to be here in San Diego. Wherever they filmed this, it was not San Diego. It was very obvious. It most likely was filmed at Universal or some movie studio set, because it was not San Diego. There was not a single thing in there that was from here. And that freeway was not the 5. That freeway looked like it was in Georgia or somewhere, which is probably where they filmed it, I'm guessing, because it was not here. Anyway, so he gets in the cop car that wouldn't start, and he's on the freeway chasing these guys down, and they're shooting at him, and this guy can't feel pain. So he just notices that he got shot, and then they finally he finally gets to this one area where the guy's car gets stuck, and then he goes in there with the cop car, and it's just more stupid things after. He takes a perfectly good cop car and can't be bothered to even hit the brakes, and he just rams it into the back of this concrete mixer truck, and thinks he's gonna trap this guy who went in the bad guy who went in this alley, and the guy's just trying to, instead of taking the car and just pushing the big metal trash can out of the way, he gets out and decides to move it with his bare hands like an idiot. It's just, I'm trying here. This is just so stupid. It's just so he gets out of the smashed cop car and goes over to the guy and he's like, "Oh, tell me where the girl is and all this, the girl that cucked him." So he's like, "Oh, I don't know." And then he tries to run off and they run into this restaurant and they get in this fight and the gun lands in a deep fryer. And this is another thing. I'm sorry. There's just so many things on this movie that just, it was just so goddamn stupid, man. So the whole time he's fighting this guy, uh, he's apologizing to him and telling him like, "Oh, like you should see a physician because you've got back problems." Like he's just, it's so stupid. Like you would not be doing this in a real fight. You would not be apologizing for hitting somebody and doing all this. So what ends up happening is the bad guy's about to kill him and he sticks his hand in the deep fryer and grabs the gun out and shoots the guy in the head and he dies. So here's the stupid part. If a gun is in a deep fryer, the bullets would explode. The gun would have exploded. It would have just been a big mess. But no, since he can't feel anything, he puts it in a deep fryer and crispy fries his fucking hand, and the gun magically still works. And it's like, what? And the gun bullets didn't explode in a deep fryer. I mean, this guy that wrote this is an idiot. So he gets the phone off this dead guy. Then he finds out to go to this other guy because this other guy, for some stupid fucking reason, is texting him on a live network on a phone that can be traced and pulled up for evidence that, "Oh, hey, meet us over here since we just robbed the bank. Be sure to delete this text because we don't want them to find it. Wink, wink." And I'm like, this is the most retarded bullshit I've ever seen. So then he goes over to this house, and this guy is like one of the other bank robber guys. The guy that he killed, I should say. He goes to his house and is trying to get information, and this guy has like all of these booby traps in the house, and he's getting hit in the leg with a crossbow and this like ball thing with spikes hits him. It's just, and then the whole time the cops are this black lady and this other guy that's like one of the most annoying people I've ever seen in any movie, who is just like, he could give a fuck about his job. He's just complaining about his wife. He's gonna miss his movie night with his wife and all this stupid. It's just, so then we finally get to the main guy. It's the main bad guy. So they show him on here. The main bad guy is the funniest guy on here, but oh, god damn it, they don't even show him. That bad guy was the funniest thing on here. I really liked that bad guy, man. That main one. He was fucking hilarious, but of course they don't show him on here. So well, let's talk about this for a minute. He's got Spider-Man's friend as his friend, and it's basically the same guy. It's like he came out of the Spider-Man movie to be in this movie. I kid you not. He's the same guy. He's this dorky computer nerd guy that he's having him help him to find things and do stuff. And so anyways, that's a side thing. So then to get back to the main guy, which is, don't know why they don't show it, but he's right. This guy fucking cracks me up, man. So it turns out that this chick is his brother, and she got the job at the bank so they could rob it. Like she was getting all the information or whatever. And then he finally gets to her in this car garage. And then this guy is laughing because he's like, "Oh, dude, you're a fucking cuck and all this." And it's like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "This is my sister. Like, she played your ass. You're a cuck and all this." And she's like, "Oh no, I actually like you, and I don't want to kill people." And he kills people and all this. So then the cops come in out of nowhere, and they shoot this guy up, and they're just shooting all over the place. And then they're running and hiding, and then the cops finally arrest her, and the main guy, uh he gets put in an ambulance. So you think that's the end of the movie, but this guy somehow magically survives, and then grabs his gun and kills the annoying partner guy that's whining about his wife. And then he shoots the black cop who nearly dies. And then instead of taking her to a hospital, uh she gives her gun and then uncuffs her and has her drive her to this place that they're going. So he's in this ambulance, and the main guy's in the back. So he undoes himself and then takes a defibrillator and puts it on this dude's head. And then he somehow lives from that again. This guy's like fucking invincible on this movie. So then they crash the car and they're trying to go to this dock so they can take off on this boat. And she's following them, and then she shows up. So she shoots the fuck out of her brother, and then he tries to run off. And then the main guy shows up, but his arm is broke to the point where you see this bone hanging out. And he takes his bone and puts it through this dude's neck. And it's just this gruesome, nasty thing. Like, I don't know why they put that on there. And it's just so stupid and unbelievable and all of this. And then at the end, this chick only got 8 months. And then he's visiting her in not jail, in prison. And she's just, it was her birthday, if I remember right. And he came in there. And she's like, "Oh, we only have to do this for 8 months and all this." And I'm like, let me get this straight. You robbed a bank, you stole a car, you shot your brother, and did all these horrific things. That's what I mean. This movie, it's so stupid. Even the main guy killed that guy in the kitchen, and then he just gets probation. And there's no way that would happen in San Diego. San Diego is like insanely liberal. Like the main guy, if this was reality, the main guy would be getting the electric chair no matter what. Because in San Diego, they don't care. They're insane liberals here. They'd be like mourning the victim and stuff. They'd be like, "Oh, how dare you kill this bank robber? He had a right to rob you and kill people." And all it's just all of it's unbelievable. San Diego is not like how they show this, and it's not filmed in San Diego. And it's just plot hole after plot hole after plot hole after plot hole. And then at the end, also his friend, the kid from Spider-Man, nothing happens to him either. So it's like all of these people shooting and killing each other and doing all this, and she gets 8 months in prison. And that's the end of the movie. It's just a pile of shit. I mean, I don't understand how they get funding for these movies. It's just so stupid, man. The concept is good. Like I could see this concept working. You got a guy that can't feel any pain, so he could really just kick ass and not have to worry about downsides or anything. But they make him a banker cuck dweeb who's just like overly polite and telling people that are trying to kill him like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and you know, you should put ice on that while we're fighting. And how does this guy keep getting work? Can someone explain this to me? This dude is not funny. He sucks. And I gotta say, it's a diversity hire thing. It's the only thing I can think of. He sucked in Spider-Man. He sucked in this. I have not seen anything that this dude is good in yet. But yet they keep shoving this dude on us. It's like they haven't caught on. We don't like this guy or want him, but oh well. Anyways, besides this hot chick and this guy, the main bad guy, which was hilarious, like that was the only saving grace of this movie was the comedic bad guy. He just made me laugh, man. He was doing like ridiculous things and then trolling the guy at the end, and then he tried to put his head under a car tire thing coming down to crush his head. And anyways, I wouldn't suggest it. It's just it's so boring too. Like the first half of the movie is so boring. And then even when you get to the fighting and stuff, they just ruin it with all of this like these stupid bits that aren't funny and just what is this rated? It's 6.8. I think I would give this a hard 3 at best. The plot sucked, the comedy sucked. The only thing worth a damn or salvages it is the funny main villain guy. Other than that, it's pretty boring. It's stupid. We got guys driving cars they don't even start. And it's like, I can't anymore with this. Just avoid at all costs. Like, it just sucks. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.